Oh my god, I'm actually shocked by this result, and this seems to be the best way to go for farming 60. Alright, today we'll take a look at how to get farming level 60 fast. And I do mean it fast. Now recently we did have quite a few new items coming out, and this means that farming pumpkins isn't the only way to get farming level 60 fast. Recently one of the pets was updated, and the pet that I'm talking about is the elephant pet, because well, now you're actually going to be getting double the crops. And now these pets do cost quite a bit. As you guys can see, the lowest price is 17 million, and they have been at this price point for a while. And well, level 100 elephant pets, well, they go for 35 up to 60 million coins. That's right, 60 million coins. Now if this does seem to be an outrageous price, well, it's sort of true and sort of not. And well, in today's episode we're gonna take a look at if it's gonna give you even more farming XP. We're gonna put it all to the test, but the reason why a lot of people like to pay quite a bit for it is because it does help you out getting the gold medals, and without the elephant pet, well, you're gonna be stuck getting silver medal. But indeed, once you do have the elephant pet equipped, your chances of getting gold is much easier. But anyways, now we're back on our island, and while we're waiting for the pumpkins to regrow, we're gonna test out the sugarcane, because sugarcane has gotten a lot better. And the reason why it got a lot better is because of the sugarcane hoe, and as you guys can see, well, there's a lot of bonuses if you have a lot of sugarcane farmed. And right now this hoe is legendary, and in today's episode we're also going to be turning it into mythic and seeing how much XP we're going to be gaining, then if it's actually worth it to turn it into mythic. But before we do that, we're going to put the legendary to the test, and we're going to be testing it out firstly with the rabbit pet versus the elephant pet. Now unfortunately my elephant pet is only level 77, which unfortunately isn't level 100 like rabbit pet, so this comparison isn't as accurate as I want it to be, but it should be good enough, so we're gonna test it out right now. Anyways, for the first test, we're gonna be farming for exactly 10 minutes with the rabbit pet and obviously the legendary hoe. So we're gonna do that right now, and let's take a look at our farming XP. As you guys can see, we have 209,000 XP, so we're gonna see how much we're gonna have after the 10 minutes. So let's do that right now. And there we go, we have just finished farming for 10 minutes straight, and let's take a look at our XP. And as you guys can see, we're now at 304,000 XP, which means we made 95,000 XP in this 10 minutes. So in total, if we were to farm for 1 hour straight, we would be making 570,000 XP. And also, let's take a look at how much enchanted sugarcane we made. So we got 7 enchanted sugarcane and 7 enchanted sugar. So that's how much we managed to get. But anyways, let's go ahead and equip the elephant pet and farm for another 10 minutes, and we'll be right back. And there we go, we have just finished farming for another 10 minutes. And well, let's take a look at our XP. As you guys can see, we have now 376,000 XP, which means we managed to get ourselves 72,000 XP in those 10 minutes, equaling 432,000 if we were to do it for 1 hour. Now, the reason why a lot of people do use the elephant pet is because, well, we are gonna be gaining a lot more enchanted sugar. So let's see how many we can get here. As you guys can see, we have now 9 enchanted sugarcane and a stack and a half of enchanted sugar. So we managed to get quite a bit more, which means ultimately we could be making more money with the elephant pet. But today's episode is all about the XP and what's the fastest way to get to farming level 60. So we're gonna continue seeing what's the best way to go, because, well, we're not in it necessarily for the money, but we're definitely gonna consider that towards the end of the episode. But right now, while we're gonna be waiting for our sugarcane to regrow, we're gonna quickly test out exactly the same thing with pumpkins. So we're gonna be using elephant versus rabbit. So we're gonna do that right now, and we'll be right back. Okay, we have just finished farming pumpkins for 10 minutes with the elephant pet, and well, we managed to get ourselves crazy similar amount of XP as sugarcane with the elephant pet. So we managed to get 75,000 XP in this 10 minutes, meaning that every single hour we could be getting 450,000 XP, which is like, what? That's actually so similar. And as you guys can see, we managed to get ourselves 4 stacks of enchanted pumpkins and 52 extra. So that's pretty decent. Now we're gonna quickly drop on the rabbit pet and test that out, and it looks like the sugarcane is almost fully grown back, so that means we're gonna recombinate this in a minute here as well. Alrighty, so we have just finished farming for another 10 minutes, but this time with the rabbit pet. And you guys might be wondering, well, how much XP did you get? And as you guys can see, we got almost exactly 100,000 XP in those 10 minutes, meaning each single hour we're gonna be gaining 600,000 XP farming purely pumpkins, which is outstanding. But one thing you do have to keep in mind is that we got a lot less enchanted pumpkins, and that's the reason why right now we don't have the gold position. As you guys can see, right now we have silver, but if I was farming for this time with the elephant pet, well, it would be a different story and we would definitely have the gold medal. So that's another thing that I think is a key thing to note. You could be making a ton more money when the contest is happening because you can sell the Jacob tickets and those turbo pumpkin books or whatever turbo book it might be. Now the craziest thing is that with sugarcane we were getting 570,000 XP in 1 hour, and keep in mind this is still legendary. Now we're gonna go ahead and recombinate this into Mythic, and we're gonna be seeing if sugarcane is gonna bring us more XP, because if it does, it's gonna be a lot better for us financially, because obviously enchanted sugar sells for a lot more than the pumpkin. So as you guys remember, we managed to get 7 enchanted sugarcane, and well, this goes for 356,000 right now. And now let's quickly sell the enchanted pumpkins. So bam, 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 and there we go. So we made 155,000, which is more than 2 times less than sugarcane. So it does look like sugarcane is way better now than pumpkins. I mean, XP is about the same. And finally, let's turn it into Mythic, and let's see if we're gonna get maybe even more XP than pumpkins. And there we go, we have just turned it into Mythic, and oh my god, this looks beautiful. And I just realized that I have Sugarcane 4 on it this whole time. Like, what the heck? I've been using this hoe for a while now, and I have had the gold reward for a while as well, so that means we could have been always using the Sugarcane 5. But I guess for the sake of this video, we're gonna stick to the Sugarcane 4. Just remember, guys, that the results could be potentially 5% better. But anyways, now we're gonna go ahead and farm for exactly 10 minutes with the rabbit pet and the mythic hoe, and well, let's see how much XP we are gonna be getting. Alrighty, so there we go. We have just finished farming for 10 minutes with our beautiful mythic hoe and with the rabbit pet. So how much XP did we get? So as you guys can see, we're now at 653,000 XP, which means we managed to get a little over 100,000 XP in 10 minutes. Keep in mind, this is a sugarcane farm, and as you guys just recently saw, we are making so much more money than with pumpkins. So it turns out that if you actually manage to get yourself a mythic sugarcane hoe, you're gonna be gaining more XP and more money. Oh my god, I'm actually shocked by this result, and this seems to be the best way to go for farming 60. So I think we're gonna end today's episode here. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like and subscribe with the notifications on if you want to see more content like this. And oh my god, I'm actually in disbelief that sugarcane is the best way to go with, well, if you do have the mythic hoe. Now obviously this is a lot more expensive than the pumpkin method, but hey, it is what it is. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.